Hey guys, it's not a vlog, it's not a podcast, it's just the tea. Let's serve up some piping hot tea today. I want to talk about something spooky, crazy, scary realtor stories. I have a story to tell you, and this actually happened. So, I was showing a home, and as a realtor, I arrive early, open the lockbox, unlock the door. I flip on all of the lights so that when my clients arrive, the house looks bright and illuminated, of course. And I open the basement door and I see this lazy boy rocking chair at the bottom of the stairs and it's in full swing. And I kind of stopped in my tracks and I was like, huh, hello? And I knock on the basement door, realtor. I fully knew that there was nobody in the home, but I thought, okay, maybe somebody stopped by. Like, I don't know. What would you think when you open a basement door and you see the lazy boy rocking chair full tilt swinging, right? So, anyways, and then it clues into me. I'm like, oh, they have a cat. It's probably the cat jumped down off of the lazy boy rocking chair, and that's why it's in this, big abrupt swing. So I didn't think anything of it, went downstairs, flicked on all the lights. There was only the natural light coming through the window because it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and it was a gloomy kind of day. So it was light, but it wasn't bright, if you know what I mean. So that's fine. Run back upstairs, greet the clients at the door, shake hands, walk them through, show them the entire home. And, it went great. I text messaged the owner and I said, okay, we're all done here. You can wrap up and don't worry. I closed the basement door so the cat doesn't get out. And she replied to me, oh, no worries. I have the cat with me. Oh, oh, okay. Hmm. So no cat, no person, lazy boy chair rocking like crazy. Hmm. Now I'm freaked right out. I flick off the light switches, run out to my car, make sure the door is locked, obviously. Run out to my car. I pull out of the driveway and I'm driving down the road. I'm not even a kilometer down the road. And my radio turns on all by itself in my car. I don't have an on off switch on my steering wheel. You know, there's no voice command to turn on the radio. There was no Bluetooth. I wasn't on my phone and could have done it that way. And it was the radio. The Q104 came on all by itself. I'm still not over it. Like, I was so creeped out by this. Whatever it was that was there with me wanted me to know it was there in that rocking chair and then wanted me to know that it left with me in my car. Freaked me right out. So yeah, I'm always a little bit weary, especially when it's an older home. After you have experiences like that, it kind of is just like, oh, I don't know. Anyway, I did search up some other interesting realtor haunted stories, and there is a website called the CREA Lounge, Canadian Real Estate Association. So I'm going to read you just a quick few stories here. So it was March of 2016 on a particularly chilly and cloudy early spring day. I was working with a young couple, Eric and Lene, who are great friends of my husband and I. The showing began like any other. I shook off the morning chill and opened the key box. We toured the main floor, turning on the lights as we proceeded, given the gloomy day. Allowing my clients to lead, we headed to the basement. It's always these damn basements. The wind was blowing outside and tree branches scratched at the side of the house. Spring in Alberta, he says. The light on the lower landing flickered but didn't come on. Lene reached through the darkness for the doorknob of the closet room. She gave a tug on the door, it didn't give way. So Eric gave her some assistance. The door flew open from the darkness beyond. A knife-wielding clown lunged for my clients. Not my proudest moment. I let out a shriek. Only moments later, we realized we had stumbled upon the seller's Halloween decoration storage closet. I have yet to live this down from my friends. So that was written in the CREA Lounge by James Mavey, Regional Director of Alberta. Right, we have another one here from Kimberly French, Regional Director of the Atlantic region. I was 1 month into my career when I received a call on Halloween to list a house. No other day but Halloween. The sweet little voice on the other end of the phone explained to me she could no longer live in her home and she must sell. She wanted me to meet her at the location that was not her home and someone would go with me to view it later. Red flag. The home was located in a desirable area with many executive homes, so I was eager to have my first listing there. I met with the lady and the friend with all the enthusiasm of a newly minded agent. We were on our way. Now, today I am very cautious of who I have in my car, but back then I had no fear. Things started to get strange when the friend opened up to me that this dear soul had to leave her home because of harassing phone calls and cruel pranks. I injected with the required, oh my, and so sad, and other similar expressions in the conversation until we arrived at the house. Then I saw it. Blackened windows, garbage strewn around, signs of a neglected home. So I thought. I had the oddest feeling, but realized why soon after the door was opened. The house and contents had been completely burned, and prior to this, a man had been murdered there. The person who was accused of the murder was the spouse of the person I was with, and this person was accused of setting the house on fire. Because it was Halloween, I thought it was a prank, but it was not. Can you imagine? Can you imagine meeting somebody off Marketplace? Yeah, sure, I'll pick you up. We'll go view a house. No problem. Hi, stranger, get in my car. What? You're a murderer? Oh my god. All right, last one. This is from Stephen Bobayish, Regional Director, Saskatchewan. I was in a house one day, bedroom, the third floor, and a large mirror in a room on the main floor had fallen off the wall and shattered. A few minutes after I had taken pictures in that room. The mirror had been up on the wall for years, according to the tenant. I later learned that that room had been used to host wakes a century earlier. So can you imagine taking pictures in a home and then all of a sudden a mirror that had been hanging on the wall for years all of a sudden just randomly falls down when you're in there taking pictures? Let me out. There is some spooky stuff out there, guys. Thankfully, no realtors were hurt in these Halloween inspired stories, but unfortunately, it doesn't need to be Halloween for real estate professionals to walk into some scary situations. So stay safe on Halloween or any time of the year. Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in the paranormal? Let me know. I do. Especially after my car's radio turned on and a rocking chair was rocking by itself last week. Ah! Terrifying. Hey guys, those stories were spooky, but buying a home doesn't have to be. I have created the Nova Scotia Edition Home Buyer's Guide for first time home buyers. It includes everything you need to know, as well as it covers all the questions you are probably mulling over in your head to ask. Check it out. You can get it on Amazon or just contact me and I'll get you a copy.